Sparks are already flying 6 weeks before SAFA's elective Congress. SAFA have been lambasted by many after one of the presidential candidates, current Vice President Ria Ledwaba, failed to pitch for her election manifesto conference in Johannesburg on Tuesday. This follows a circular sent to all members, including Ledwaba, warning her against attending the planned media briefing. SAFA says their constitution stipulates that an official list will only be released 14 days before the elections after a rigorous screening process.
Currently, we don't have approved list. There are constitutional provisions which needs to be followed. And if SAFA does not regulate it, you run a risk of having people who knows that they do not comply, calling press conference, lying to the people. So you need to first sort your issues of compliance. And once the governance committee came and said we have screened and this is our report, and that report is adopted, then we publicize the list. That's what the constitution says. So it applies to everyone. It was not even focused on one individual. It was focused on all nominees to say you only become a candidate once the list is approved.
SAFA will be using an independent governance committee to run their elective Congress for the very first time. They say they are now following international standards set by the world's football controlling body, FIFA, as well as the Confederation of African Football, that have proven to be cost-effective.
After the 2018 elections, we then had a situation where a lot of money was spent. To be exact, around 1.4 million was paid to the electoral committee, but also the process itself. It was complicated. You needed a special paper which have a security bar. You needed a lot of things. And remember that such electoral code was not only for the head office. It also spoke to your LFA, it spoke to your region. So it became quite expensive and complicated to run elections.
The SAFA leadership has also dismissed accusations of continuously amending the constitution to protect the incumbent president, Denny Jordan, as well as his current executive.
Remember, for you to change a constitution, you need 2/3 majority of the 52 regions. So the members who are empowered by the constitution to change it when it suits, they've taken that decision. And remember, in terms of the SAFA constitution, the Congress is the highest decision-making body. Who is the Congress? It's all members combined. So there is no issue of the president making a sole decision to change a constitution.
Former Bafana players felt they were being snapped by the association in an attempt to turn things around in South African football. But SAFA says anyone interested in running for office should meet certain requirements.
In terms of the SAFA statutes, you should have 10 years experience. You should be nominated by your own region. You should get support of at least 2 regions. And of course, you must be a person of integrity, because what they are going to do, the governance committee, is to check if you don't have criminal records, if you don't pose any danger or risk to the association if you are elected.
The SAFA elections will be held in Johannesburg on the 25th of June. Sfiso Ramara, SABC News, Johannesburg.